Hey there, Bronco again. Went ahead and tidied up here. So, just before we get started, I just wanted to give an update. Got everything back together, looking pretty, like she should. I can't zoom right now for some reason. I'm on my phone. I'm on the backward-facing cam. Oh, might want to point out. If anybody ever thought about making wind chimes out of M1 Grand clips, 100% recommend. Well, anyway, figured I'd follow up. It's been a couple days since I posted. I don't know, I figured to talk about why I agree with libertarianism, but I'm not necessarily certain whether I should call myself one or not. I think at the end of the day, our responsibilities, whatever hand we're dealt in life, should be, ours alone to deal with. But let's take a quick look at let's try to look at it from the perspective of socialism, right? Take somebody who's suffering from a disease or illness that's incredibly expensive to treat. Social programs do help people like that. I think I didn't really plan this video, so this is going to be kind of more of a ramble and, I don't know, filler conversation. Either way, social programs do help people like that, to be able to afford medical care. I'd almost say that, competitive pricing in a libertarian market, presuming that you could somehow get a competitive market without some sort of regulation, which of course kind of defeats the purpose of small government or limited power in government. Either way, socialism does certainly help people. The social programs, I should say, and I mean, let's be completely honest, let's not kid ourselves. Social programs are pretty much just socialism. It relies on taxation and then what is essentially redistribution of wealth, maybe more so to people who need it than to, people in general. But, socialism does make it really difficult for people who are working to improve their lives for their own benefit, right? Which, let's be honest, everybody's got, everybody should have the right to keep what they earn, right? I don't necessarily, if you're gonna have social programs, right, maybe get rid of some of these three-letter departments in the government and free up some money for programs that actually make a difference in the lives of individuals. That way you can maintain the current taxation rate or even reduce the current taxation rate, while also limiting government power and helping people who actually need it. In libertarianism, charity and donations, kind of make up for some lack of social programs, Anyway, just thought I had on my mind. Another thought I had on my mind, too. I said a few days ago, we had an unusually long, warm spell for a while where it was raining, and now it's frosting up again. I guess what I'm getting at there right, is, you know, this idea of global warming, right? It is incredibly cold out, by the way. Well, not incredibly. It's not 20 below like it, 30 below like it'll get up here sometimes, but it's cold. Anyway, I guess what I'm getting at, right, is just like every other problem, global warming attempts to color to color some surprise phenomenon in the weather, right? And in reality, like, yeah, it was unusually warm for an unusually long period of time, but it's cold again. I think global warming, the problem with the theory of global warming is, we pay attention to this, kind of, warm spells, unusual warm spells, but as soon as they're gone, we don't acknowledge that everything's essentially gone back to normal. And, take the butterfly effect into account, right? We really don't know what's going on. And there's really no way to truly predict the weather. We can make our best guesses about it, and we understand why weather happens, but we're probably never going to be able to predict it at 100%, 100% correctly. So the thing is, until there's actually a problem that is permanent and is not going away, it's what it is. It'll pass. And there might be a problem or two out there that actually won't pass, that won't fix itself, that won't, those are the problems that we should be focusing on. For one thing, regardless of how we create energy, we really do need to, I believe, focus on increasing our infrastructure for generating energy. And honestly, the cleaner the better. But there are just so many questions, and there are so many things that we could be doing to actually help with, up here during the wintertime, solar doesn't really make much sense. We're getting what, maybe 6 hours of daylight. I didn't check for certain, but that's about what I'd guesstimate we're getting right now. Usable daylight anyway. Maybe even less. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I never understood why we couldn't just take a step back and acknowledge the actual problems at hand, the ones that are actually, solvable right now, and, spend our time and effort on that instead of on something that we're just not going to be able to change, at least not in any reasonable amount of time. So, I don't really know what else to talk about. Still waiting for my starter to come in. It's supposed to be in a couple days ago, but honestly, with all the logistics and address bullheckery, it's kind of gone on with it. I'm not surprised that it's taken longer than it's supposed to. Plus, it was shipping from the lower 48, so 2-day air basically means jack shite, you know. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to leave an update and you know, at least pretend that I'm doing something on this channel. Yeah, I guess I'll let you know when I get that starter, and I'll see if we can get that thing fired up, show it off, you know. Anyway, in the meantime, just try to be kind, and you know, just try to get along, try to love each other. Cheers.